Hello and welcome to my channel. So this is so far the last past ScrawlrBox that I have gotten, and I'm super excited. So unless for some reason I see one for a good price, this should be the last previous box. So this is the November, and just one little rip and you're into your art supplies. I love seeing it on these. I can't always show it off when it is the monthly one because my shipping info is normally here, and no offense, I don't want a bunch of things coming to my house. So I cover it up, and clumsy me hit the stand again. Alright, so again, I already know what this is. You probably know what it is, unless you haven't watched many videos. But here it is. Oh, of course, pencil sticking out. I'm going to actually get the artwork out. And oh, it's a little bit bent. Oh well. That's upside down. Okay, this is very interesting. Sometimes when I've seen pictures of it, it's been very hard to discern what I'm seeing here, how it was made, whereas in person I'm able to see the brush strokes where they added the water and everything. I can see that a lot better now I'm in person. An interesting thing is I can sort of see that this is more of like a sediment in it versus, again, pictures or videos I haven't been able to. So here is the artist. Feel free to look at that. I just finished up my August video, so seeing another artist from Germany is very interesting. To say Northern Germany. Fun fact, I would have a very hard time talking with this person because the dialect of German that I've learned is Southern German, so I have a little bit of difficulty when I'm in Northern Germany. Here's the zine. I'm going to hold off on that. Oh, and here's the paper, which is watercolor paper. I love getting watercolor paper, and it's cold pressed. Yes, I love cold pressed. I've been getting hot pressed in other boxes, and let's just say I'm not entirely a fan. Alright, I put the box off to the side. Okay. Ooh. See, I think the sticker is not from the art piece, like sometimes it is. But I really love it. I don't know if it's the camera's picking it up well, but there's green, purple, blue, and like a grayish, which is really cool. Our list of art supplies are Memphis? Not entirely sure. But again, not in the candy mood, so it is going to go sit by the other candies. I have a little candy collection going, but it's fine. Ooh, chunky pencil. So I found I am loving thicker pencils. I think that might be why I fell in love with this unique Kuratoga. At first, one of them I got in a Art Snacks box, and it was a blue. It's in my travel art supplies, and I wanted to get another pencil for at my desk, so I got that one. So anyway, this is a very nice and chunky one. It says it's I think that's supposed to mean that it's water soluble. So it is water soluble. I can talk mostly. Wait, that's supposed to be Midnight Black. I normally love Derwent, but this is really driving me nuts, so I don't know if you can tell. But you can read it, but it's printed on very poorly. So that's sort of bugging me. And a thicker pencil, I feel like they should have been able to. And then the reason why I grabbed this is because it was another Derwent paint pan set. I have had Derwent Inktense from ScrawlrBox. From that I have gone, those were in Inktense sticks. And then from that I've gone an Inktense pan set. And now I have Graphitint paint pan set. So I do love these. Derwent has become one of my favorite brands. If I ever get around to giving you guys a little tour of my desk. My desk is basically an art studio. So when I say a tour of my desk, it's basically a tour of my art studio. Like I have my writing desk, and that's my writing studio. And then this desk is my art desk. So here it is. Ooh, these are actually very clean compared to when I got my other ones, and they're so dark. That's insane. So I'm just pulling out my other one. Yeah, this is all wrinkly because the dog sort of knocked it over into her pool because I was in the backyard painting. Anyway, so that was an interesting. Yeah, she knocked over watermelon, she knocked over my paints. Thankfully not the paper. But yeah, just comparison of these colors, how bright they are, to how dull these look. So this is an Inktense set, and I think there's supposed to be 2 different Inktense sets. I only have the first one right now. But that is really interesting just to see. And yeah, they come with these travel ones, which I have not used the Derwent ones yet. I don't know if I'm going to anytime soon. I'm supposed to go to the beach. So I don't know. Anyway, oh, wait. The challenge. Liquid Landscape. Alright, so I'm going to set that up, and I won't be talking while I'm doing the art, and I will see you on the other side. Before the art, just a little thing. If you can really see it with this pan. I think I just ended up with a really small one that's supposed to be a green, but sometimes they'll shift. If this bugs you, all you have to do is put a little bit of water on the sides so it goes down, and then it'll adhere. That's what I did with my Inktense set, and it helped a lot. And I know I've heard other people complain about it. Anyway, just a little tip. Also, genius me, forgot about the zine. Anyway, so this was November 2020. My favorite page of the zine. I love seeing the contents in this fashion. I think it's really cool. Okay, if you want to pause it, go for it. But this is about the artist. Some of her pieces. Some tips of what to use. And then I saw a tip about the salt. Yes, using salt is very good. I used to have some salt always with my watercolors, but then I had to dump it, and I keep forgetting to replenish. And these are some of the past ones, and honestly eyes jump to this one. I know exactly what this is from, and at C part, I like it. I really like it. I am thinking about doing one of these pieces. If you don't know, it's from a show called Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir. Anyway, I keep forgetting to look at the actual name. I think it's a brilliantly constructed storyline and everything with very unique aspects of a superhero. It's all in Paris, which to me is very refreshing versus having another place in the US. Anyway, so here is the extras about landscapes. Oh, one of my favorite places. Oh, I love the Giant's Causeway. I only got about 2 hours, less than 2 hours, more like an hour and a half when I was there, and I absolutely loved it. I did spend some of that time in the shop to get a book about the area, so, but yeah, some other places, and yeah, so there's the zine, and now the artwork. Alright, so here are the results with me using the Derwent Graphitint. And this one I was really just playing with how colorful I could make it, because when you're looking at this artist's piece of work and having used the Graphitint, it looks a little dull. Anyway, for a person who is very color focused, I just wanted to push its limits to see. And in the background, I'm just putting something away that was bugging me. And looking at some of her artwork, a lot of it is more muted colors, with this one being the most colorful and I guess the most saturated with the colors without it being more shades. So knowing that the graphite is going to make it more shade based, I wanted to see how colorful I could make it. So I made sort of a fantasy version of the Giant's Causeway. And one thing, I don't know if it's going to show on camera, but it's glittery. So that's the one cool thing about it. It's not quite as shiny as a metallic would be, but it's still pretty glittery. And then after testing was aside, I decided to try making just a more simple landscape. And what I did, I was really trying, oh, now I'll show it. So I was trying to do an effect here where I laid on a bunch of pigment and then dropped water into it, and it made this sort of spidering effect. And I really loved doing that. I really wish it would pick up on camera, but I don't think it is. It is just shimmery, 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 and I love it. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing with it. And I honestly think it's going to lend itself really well to landscapes, and just doing something a little more dark and murky. I could see if I did an illustration of a book, I would use it if it's supposed to be more of a dark feel towards the beginning, and then if something good happens later on, then switching from the Graphitint to something else. But yeah, this is something that I really enjoyed using. This Graphitint pencil, I just didn't like just laying it down. I was dipping it in water and then drawing with it. That's how I did all the line work over here, and then what I did for the trees here. But definitely I like that. I am going to be experimenting more, because I've seen someone lay it on very dark like this and then erased it, and it made it less like the graphite part of it and sort of switched how it looked. And I thought that was really cool. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out my Instagram, especially with October coming up. I'm going to be doing probably not one prompt list, but I'll be mixing up prompts from a couple prompt lists, because yeah, I just like mixing things up. And it's going to be a really interesting challenge, and maybe we'll see how things go video wise. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.